Welcome everyone to our YouTube Live tonight. It is always a great opportunity for us to share what NMMI has to offer, and we appreciate very much you taking the time to be with us. The topic tonight is excellence in education at NMMI. I would like to share a few things about NMMI before we start. So, NMMI offers a boarding military high school and junior college program and is committed to academic excellence, a transformative leadership development, and character building. I would like to inform you that NMMI offers high academic standards with small class size, and 98% of our NMMI faculty have advanced degrees. We're a top rated junior college program with a strong transfer rate to service academies in prestigious universities. NMI offers a structured military environment that fosters leadership, discipline, and responsibility. We offer outstanding athletic programs with competitive teams in both high school and junior college that have won national, regional, and state championships and top tier training facilities. It's important to remind all the applicants out there that our junior college athletic program is an NJCAA Division One. NMI offers state-of-art campus facility that is designed to support academic, athletic, and leadership growth. So tonight, I would like to introduce our guests. I will let them talk about a little bit about each one and how long they've been here, who they are, so they can introduce themselves to you. I would like to start with Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Stephen Shu. He is a high school senior and has just been accepted to attend University of Pennsylvania. So let's hear from Lieutenant Colonel Stephen Shu.
Hi, I'm Lieutenant Colonel Stephen Shu. I've been at NMI for 4 years now, and I live in Roswell, New Mexico. Like Lieutenant Colonel Stark said, I've been selected to attend the University of Pennsylvania, and I'm so happy about that. Getting to attend one of the top 10 universities in the entire country is such an honor. I hope to major in biomedical engineering or biological sciences when I get to University of Pennsylvania.
Thank you very much. I would like to also introduce you to Cadet Sergeant Marina Rai. She is a high school sophomore at NMMI.
Hi, my name is Amarina Rai. I'm a sophomore and I've been here for 2 years. I'm from Austin, Texas, and my goal is to get a degree in aeronautical engineering at the Air Force Academy eventually.
Great. As the topic tonight, it's excellence in education. We could not leave our Chief Academic Officer out. So I would like to introduce you to Dr. Orlando Griego.
Well, welcome everybody. I'm Orlando Griego. I'm the Dean of Academics, also called the Chief Academic Officer. I've been at NMI for 4.5 years. Absolutely amazing school. I truly love it and looking forward to talking to you about it.
As you heard from our cadets, they have big dreams, and I'm sure they will accomplish them all. So I would like to introduce to you one of our faculty members that has had a huge impact in their lives, Lieutenant Colonel Nmmi Maslin.
Hi, good afternoon, good evening to everyone. So I'm Lieutenant Colonel Nmmi Maslin. I teach biology, earth science, and ecology and environmental science to the college students. I've been here for 9.5 years, and I love it because my students push me to my limits. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us. And we'll also have a very special guest a little later during our YouTube Live. It's an NMMI alumnus. His name is Luke Joyner, and he's a former regimental commander. He attended NMMI for both high school and junior college program. So, one thing before we start with the questions, I would like to encourage you all to submit your questions through the YouTube chat or by using hashtag AskNMMI on our social media channels. So, I would like to start by asking Lieutenant Colonel Masliam, what makes an MMI's academic experience unique compared to traditional schools?
Um, NMMI's academic experience is unique compared to the traditional schools because of its strong military structure, which emphasizes on leadership, discipline, and character development. So we are not only emphasizing on rigorous academic.
Very good, thank you. So, Cadet Shu, why don't you tell us, how does the structured environment help you to develop time management and leadership skills?
Oh yes, of course. So because this is a military boarding school, many people who first get here, this is their first time away from their parents, and this is the first time they're on their own, almost completely independent. And due to the military structure here, we are able to very effectively develop our time management skills. We need to learn when to do our homework, when to go to athletic practice, and when to just take time off and focus on ourselves. All this is very important. And because of military structure, we get to learn to do these things. So in the first few months we're here, we don't immediately start slacking off and having fun and like letting our grades slip or letting any of our performances go down. And the leadership aspect of the school allows for the students to better balance all the responsibilities of being a leader, responsibilities as a student, responsibilities as an athlete.
Well, thank you. So, you mentioned, Shu, that you've developed these skills, and also that when you start here at an MMI, you don't really have too much fun. So tell us a little bit about this. Where does the fun part comes? Do you enjoy being here? Do you have time to relax a little, or is it just study and do all your activities as a member of the Corps of Cadets? So do you have fun?
Oh yes, of course. So like being brutally honest, like the hardest part was the recruit phase. But during the recruit phase, you still have a lot of fun with all of your rap buddies, the people that you train with. And one of the major milestones during that time that really focuses on the camaraderie and the community here is the cresting challenge. Here's like your first major event in your recruit phase. Your parents get to come watch as you go through the NMI obstacle course. You do training stations. You do the general knowledge station, and then you after the cresting challenge you officially become a member of the corps. And during that time it's just like a lot of fun with your friends, with the cadre who are there to help train you, and with your family there to watch you. And even with the extracurricular activities here, you still have a lot of fun. Like I still have fun in the STEM club where me and some of my best friends have traveled to LA to Dallas together and went to Universal Studios. So it's amazing fun.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much. So, Cadet Rai, what do you think is the biggest misconception about attending a military boarding school?
I believe that at a military boarding school, most people believe that everything is back to back and you get no free time. But contrary to that, you do get a lot of time to yourself, to give to others as friends, and just time to relax. And so, even though we have morning formations, march by schools, after clubs, all of these extracurriculars, and night study hall, you do get some time on the weekends to go off post, go explore Roswell, New Mexico, go out with friends, go back home for a weekend. You do get all of these opportunities to escape NMMI, and even though we do have a lot of stuff that's in a day, we do get some time to ourselves, especially after a long, tiring day. You just want to go take a shower, go to bed. We do get that, especially during like 9 p.m. and after.
Okay, thank you. So, Cadet Shu, can you share a memorable experience that highlights the community and camaraderie at NMMI?
Oh yeah, like I highlighted earlier, one of my favorite memories here as an MMI as a recruit and even as the cadre here is the 21-day cresting ceremony. But I also really enjoy the whenever we have the homecoming event that we have where you get to go with friends to the dance. and you just generally have fun on campus with all your friends, with your possible date that you take to the dance. So that I think that really highlights the community we have here.
Thank you. Dean Griego, how do NMMI's facility contribute to student success in academics, athletics, and leadership?
One nice thing about our facilities is they're absolutely gorgeous, to be honest with you. It really does tend to grow on you. If you take a look at the photos online, you'll see the yellow brick. And these facilities, we really try to make it, not just a military lifestyle and how it looks, but also comfortable for them. And we have everything that these students would need. We have gyms, we have pools, we have dining halls, we have recreation areas, we have football fields, two of them, we have baseball fields, and it goes on and on. So these are wonderful facilities that we've spent, in fact, the last 10 years, 17 years, I think we spent over $120 million in upgrading those facilities, and they really are very nice. So we encourage you to come visit.
Yes, and you can all schedule a tour. You go to our website, www.nmmi.edu, and you can schedule your tour to NMMI. It is worth the visit. So, Lieutenant Colonel Masliam, would you please let us know that we all talk about NMMI and how NMMI is known for its strong academic programs. So, what opportunities set it apart from other institutions?
So, New Mexico Military Institute is very different from other institutions. It's very unique because of its blend of rigorous academic and military discipline, which offers a comprehensive educational experience to our students. Our small class size, making it personalized attention to each of our students, and our focus on character development promotes accountability, integrity, and honor.
Thank you very much. Dr. Griego, how does NMMI's junior college program prepare students for top universities and service academies?
And thank you for the question. NMI is a top-ranked school. We have 13 rankings in the top three that say that we're either the best high school or the best college. And so we do a very good job of preparing that. Those rankings alone give us the top 2% in the nation, and which is really a really pretty cool thing. But it's more than that. We have strong academics. As you stated before, 98.3% of our faculty have advanced degrees. In fact, we're just waiting one faculty away, which he'll finish up this semester, and we'll have 100% of our faculty. By comparison, the state average is 47%. And so we put a lot of time and effort into our kids to make sure that they go to some of the best schools, and it shows. Our ACT scores are 23.3% above national averages and 25% above the state averages. Our math alone is close to 40% above the state average. So we do an excellent job of getting them to some really good schools. As you see, Cadet Shu is going to University of Penn, but there's also so many other great schools. They've gone to Harvard and Yale and the Citadel and all the different academies. So we do a very good job of getting them ready. And one of the ways we do that is great faculty, and not just because they're highly qualified, but they're highly rated. The average course evaluation out of 5 is 4.52. Which is the highest in the state of New Mexico. You're getting a very good education preparing you for those top schools. But if for some reason, let's say you're a moderate student or a student that's sort of struggling a little bit, we're actually the best in the nation at getting at-risk kids into college. We get 71% of those kids into college. Just to give you a sense of comparison, 19% in the state of New Mexico, only 25% nationally, and yet we're at 71%. So that's what we do.
Thank you so much. So, Cadet Rai, we spoke about NMMI offering in small classes and how great our faculty are. And why don't you tell us what impact does NMMI's small class size and the faculty expertise has had on your success?
So, going to NMMI and having a very small teacher to student ratio, we get a lot of one to one help. And so if you're confused on a certain subject or you're stuck on a certain question, teachers are always readily available to assist you because the class is so small, especially with the more advanced classes you take. Class sizes can be as small as like 4 or 5 people. And when it's like that, you just get a lot more individual assistance that some students truly need, especially me, because getting that one-to-one help just really helps me accomplish and reach my truest potential.
Okay, thank you so much. So before we move on, let's take a look at some of our facilities here at NMMI and also our learning opportunities here in action. So let's play a little video here for you. So let's talk a little bit more with our current cadets. So Cadet Shu, what was the biggest adjustment when you first arrived at NMMI?
So for me, the biggest adjustment here before I came to NMI was I was pretty introverted and I was like afraid to talk to a lot of people and to have the confidence. But when I got to NMI, the exposure to the leadership and to just the amount of people that I met, the academics here, and really brought me out of my shell. And now, like through my leadership experiences as a platoon sergeant, as a troop commander, it's led me to this where I am this today as the head of nearly 500 high school cadets. So I think that was one of the biggest adjustments for me was helping me become a lot more outgoing and a lot more confident.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. What about you, Cadet Rai?
So for me, I think it was the time management. I never really had such structure when it came to academics. And so coming to NMMI, your schedule is made from you all the way from 6 a.m. to the morning till 9 p.m. If you include athletics and extracurriculars. And so going to NMMI, I really developed better time management skills, along with getting to experience a lot of new things, a lot of new sports as well, such as volleyball and tennis.
Very good. So now that I have your attention, Cadet Rai, what extracurricular activities are available and how do they enhance your experience?
So there's a lot of extracurricular activities that NMMI offers. We have a lot of academic extracurriculars such as the STEM Club, Robotics Club, the Drone Club, which is going national soon, and the Biology Olympiad, Chemistry Olympiad. We have a lot of academic clubs that are all almost some of the best in the country. We've won nationals, world championships we've qualified for. So we have a lot of extracurriculars when it comes to academics, which some of them I'm a part of. And it just the environment and the community and the groups of people you meet, just going and exploring, it's a lot of fun. And when it comes to sports, we have volleyball, track and field, swimming, cross country, basketball, soccer, basically all the sports that a regular high school would have. But we take our game to the next level as we're 2 time state champions right now for soccer. And all of our sports we do our best in, including our junior college sports. And then for like other fun stuff, we have like a baking club which meets up every Saturday and just bakes. We also have a ropes course which I'm a facilitator at, and it's a very fun experience. You go up to maybe like 50 feet, rappel off of it, and then you have an obstacle course up in the air and a lot of team building exercises, which are a lot of fun to do. So NMMI does not lack in any extracurricular activities. We have things ranging from academics to sports to just fun things you want to do.
Well, that's great. Thank you so much. Now, Cadet Shu, were there any extracurricular activities that have really impact your decisions to go through the field that you want to move on to?
Yes, there are so many clubs here that I've done here at NMMI during my 4 years here, but the one that's really been a defining one for me has been the NMMI STEM Club. It was here that I gained the most experience in the thing that I'm really passionate about, which is research and scientific studies. It was here that I met some of my favorite teachers here, the Lieutenant Colonel Dembia Mosling for one, and also Colonel Kimbler. They have been here for me all 4 years, every step of the way. And we got into internationals together, and I think it was because of this one that I really discovered my passion for biological sciences and for wanting to be a surgeon in my future. And I've also participated in a lot of other activities that are less that just about my interests. National Honor Society, where we do a lot of volunteer work, and a lot of very niche clubs such as the Centennial Flame Guard and the Cadet Honor Board.
Well, very good. Now, Cadet Shu, you have the rank of Cadet Lieutenant Colonel. So, how have NMMI's programs contributed to your leadership and discipline?
Yeah, so the NMMI JROTC program, that's one of the defining aspects of NMMI. It is here. It is 24/7 from the moment that we wake up, from the moment that we go to sleep. It is very prevalent. We have battalion formations on Tuesdays to do our military training. Every Mondays and Wednesdays, we also have commandant's time to do our training. And this really gives the cadets the opportunity to hone their leadership skills, whether it's a squad leader in charge of 8 people, to a TC, a troop commander, in charge of a whole troop around 100 people, and to even my level or the regimental commander's level of being in charge of the entire student body.
Very good. What about you, Cadet Rai? You have a rank of sergeant. Tell us a little bit how much our programs have contributed to your leadership and discipline.
So NMMI really tries to push you in getting leadership positions, applying for them. We have some amazing leadership instructors such as Command Sergeant Major Marquez, Command Sergeant Major England, Sergeant First Class Mendez. These are our Army instructors here that teach leadership. So NMMI is obviously through a JROTC program, and we take leadership classes in which we can understand and gain a better understanding of why we want to be leaders, what you need and what it takes to become a leader in today's society. And it's just overall a great class, and it truly improves leadership capabilities.
Thank you. Now, I would like to welcome Luke. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be talking to you very soon.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, before I move to our Dean of Academics, I want you to hear from our Chief of Staff about our leadership training at NMMI. Just listen to everything he has to share.
Leadership development is a core focus at NMMI. Cadets undergo intensive training in leadership, teamwork, and responsibility. This military-style education fosters discipline, resilience, and integrity, qualities that are essential in both military and civilian careers. Graduates leave NMI with a strong sense of accountability, a crucial trait in any professional or personal setting. Additionally, NMMI's structured environment teaches time management and personal responsibility. The strict daily routines, physical fitness programs, and honor code help students develop self-discipline and confidence. This disciplined lifestyle instills habits that lead to lifelong success, such as perseverance and goal setting. Moreover, NMI offers diverse extracurricular opportunities. Cadets can participate in athletics, clubs, and community service, which encourage personal growth, teamwork, and leadership in different settings. The diverse cadet corps, with its students from across the United States and around the world, also fosters cultural understanding and collaboration.
Let's talk a little bit about our academics and how NMMI prepares our cadets for success. So, Dean Griego, tell us a little bit, how does NMMI prepare students for success in college and beyond?
Thank you, Christina, for even asking that. We talked last time before about the great quality faculty, and we do have excellent faculty. We ensure that we hire some of the best faculty that we can find. They all have experience. They all have advanced degrees. In fact, like I said before, by the end of this semester, I'll have 100% of my faculty will have advanced degrees. When they have those type of degrees, you get a far better education because they're bringing more to the table. So that's very helpful. It's also very rigorous. We don't water down our curriculum. And as a result, that's why we're getting 25% above state averages and 23% above national averages in our ACTs. We really do push the envelope. But despite the rigor, we actually have a very good safety net. The Total Learning Center allows you to go there and get peer tutoring, other types of study hall. There's tutoring before classes with the faculty. There's tutoring after classes. There's academic weekends where you can get even more help if you really want to. There's private tutors and we can put you in touch with that. And we even have online tutoring through tutor.com. So we try so many different ways to ensure that those kids that may struggle a little bit will also go forward in doing that. But we also do a lot of other things to prepare us and getting people ready, not only just for college, but college and beyond. We have Sergeant Rye, our Cadet Sergeant Rye, talked about JROTC. That's a program that has won the honor of distinction, which is called the gold standard ever since JROTC ever came to assess. So I think it's somewhere close to 60 years. Our JROTC program is at the top of the food chain. So it's a very good leadership program getting through there. We also have our leadership and career development program, which is run through the commandant's office. And they also prepare people for leadership. That type of leadership that creates discipline, perseverance, dedication, which prepares you well for those levels of college as we get them through that area. Then we have ROTC programs as well. ROTC program, early commissioning program, you can actually graduate in 2 years as an officer. They send you off then to one of the other 4-year schools where you can finish off if you want to go down that route to serving your country. We also have a prep program. The preparatory program is getting kids ready for the academies: Naval Academy, Air Force Academy, West Point, Marine Academy, and it goes on and on. So these are wonderful programs that are at all levels that you may want to think about, not just the pure college, but the military side of the house and on that will get everybody ready. The results have been excellent, like I said, not just high academics, but our kids are getting into really top level schools. They're highly recruited, by the way. Even within New Mexico, we have a really good recruiting fair that allows you to go that route, to go into some of the best schools in the land. And you have great faculty that will always write a letter of reference for you to make sure you can get into those top schools if that's truly what you want to do.
Thank you so much. Now, sir, how does NMMI's curriculum integrate leadership development into the classroom experience? Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, the curriculum is pretty amazing if you think about it. We assess everything about this curriculum. And part of that is my doing. I've written 4 books on statistics and have like over, 65 publications. And the reason, so as a result, I tend to study this. I've done over 50 studies on this place. I want to make sure that the curriculum that we have aligns with what the students are going to need when either get into the world of work or into the world of college, whatever their choice and direction, or even to the military side of the house. And so our curriculum is designed to prepare along all those areas in every way that might prepare them for the best possible opportunities for success. So what is it that we do in doing some of those things? Some of the things we do is, we require, very rigorous programs. So, and and effort from our students. So I'm going to say something that might shock a few of you, but our math alone is a very challenging program. It's 30 questions every single night. Doesn't mean you can't do it. It'll challenge you to other high levels, the science and the English, all of the areas. However, what are the results of that? 40% above state averages in math, 35% in the English area, and around close to 30% in the sciences. This is phenomenal numbers coming out of a military school that you wouldn't expect. And as I said before, we're the best in the nation at getting kids who might be at risk into colleges. We get 71%. I want to reiterate that. That's very important. And how do we do some of that? We make sure we get those kids to class. We have an app to make sure that they show up for class. And if they don't show up, we get right to the dorm room, we drag them out, and we get them to class. We do anything and everything we possibly can from the top to the bottom to ensure that these kids are not only just ready for college, but ready for the world as we know it.
Very good. Thank you. So, Dean Griego, are there any opportunities for our cadets for advanced coursework or dual credit programs here at Nmmi?
That's a great question. Unlike other schools, we are both a high school and a junior college. This gives a terrific opportunity for our cadets to take not only just high school classes, but also college classes. Those college classes will transfer in. And those that really want to push the envelope, they can become a dual credit. That means that they can get both a high school diploma and their associate's degree in 4 years. And that's a pretty neat thing because that's going to save you 2 years of college. And think of all the savings that you'll get as well if you take a lot of these college credits. And you'll finish up your college in a much shorter amount of time. And so those are wonderful things that we do along those areas. And it's right there at your fingertips. You don't have to go to a different place. The college is here and it's waiting for you.
Dean Griego. So we talked about, and the cadets just shared some of their experience and how much some of the activities that they were involved in has impacted their lives. Cadet Shu shared the role of the faculty and the impact that it had in his decision to move on and go into the field of study that he is getting ready to go to. So what role do faculty members play in mentoring his students academically and personally?
Yeah, that's actually a really interesting question because, the faculty are not required to mentor personally, and yet they do that. It's part of the assessment process that we do. We even ask that type of questions, and what we find is that they're actually doing that. So they take the time to actually get to know you, get to know your name, get to understand where you want to go, and then they try to say, well, that's a really good school, and there's these other good schools, and here's how you can get to this type of thing. Here's the measures that you can provide. So they're very good about doing that. But it's not just the faculty. I would also tell you that our advisors have a higher rating than our faculty. Remember, our faculty at 4.52, our advisor at 4.7 out of 5. These are phenomenal numbers. We get advisors that put people in the right seats with the right professors at the right time to ensure that they're going to graduate. And if somebody does trip and falls and they don't pass a class, those advisors are right there again to make sure that they get you back on track quickly. And then we add those other safety net that I told you about before. Our Tolles Learning Center does allow all that type of tutoring. The library's there, the peer tutoring is there, our advising takes place there as well as in another area. There's so many different functions and places and opportunities for these cadets to either get help or to accelerate to the highest levels. Our cadets talked about having small classes, as low as 4 and 5, especially in those advanced courses. These faculty take time to actually explain this high level concepts. I mean, in college, I only went to Calculus 1. And these students are taking Calculus 2 and beyond. That's stuff way beyond my means. I'm actually a business major. So it was pretty amazing what these kids are doing, and it's all coming together. In fact, we just got our accreditation from Cognia. We'll have another one from HLC, and here's what Cognia told us at the end of their accreditation. They said, this is the type of school that we used to read about in magazines. We didn't think it was actually possible that one existed like that. And they were talking about Nmmi. So we're very proud of the work that we do because we want to prepare these kids for the best possible outcome that we can. That includes either college work, or military, or any other area that they want. And that's where that mentoring parts take place.
Thank you so much, Dean Griego, for sharing this amazing information about NMMI. So before we move on and talk a little bit with our Lieutenant Colonel Masliam, I would like for us to take a look at some of our academic and other highlights from this year. Thank you. So I saw that there were some questions here on our YouTube live chat. So I would like to address some of them. So one of the questions was about the cost to attend NMMI. So I would like to share with you that NMMI is a land grant institution. And for this reason, it offers an extremely affordable tuition, room, and board cost. So I would like to ask you to send an email to admissions@nmmi.edu so we can give you specific details about the cost of NMMI. Also, for the New Mexico residents, NMMI offers a zero-cost tuition option. So we have this option for high school students and also for junior college. What you need to do, you must apply, and there are some prerequisites for the scholarships. So also for details on them, please send us an email at admissions@nmmi.edu. NMMI also offers an in-state tuition to military families. So even if you live in a different state, you will be eligible for in-state tuition. NMMI also has over 180 scholarships that help defer much of the cost of your whole program. So do not let any financial issues get in the way for you to attend NMMI. Please send us email and we'll share all the information with you and show you how you can attend NMMI and be part of this amazing institute. So our faculty, with their experience in education, plays a key role in shaping the cadet experience here at NMMI. I would like to talk a little bit with Lieutenant Colonel Masliam to talk more about life in and out of the classroom. She is very involved in many of the activities that we have here. So, Lieutenant Colonel Masliam, how does an MMI structured academic environment foster critical thinking and leadership?
Thank you for that question. So the disciplined daily schedule for our students teaches them time management and organizational skills while allowing them to develop independent study habits and decision-making capabilities. Also, the required leadership roles and responsibilities that each of our students have give them practical experience applying critical thinking skills to real life situations.
Very good. So, how do you and other faculty bring learning to life?
So our faculty bring learning to life by incorporating hands-on experience or learning experience through in the sciences. We do a lot of labs. Our sciences are equipped with science labs in technologies where we can do science laboratories on a weekly basis, even with our high school students. And we also do field exercises in practical applications. One very good example is just this weekend. We went to UNM and we had a partnership with the engineering department of UNM and our students. So I have students that is making a project for the science fair, and they're making bricks. And since we don't have equipments that would test our brick, then that's why a partnership with the Department of Engineering at UNM, so that they can help our students test those bricks. And we also use project-based learning that requires our students to solve problems rather than just receiving the information passively.
Yeah, thank you very much. So, Lieutenant Colonel Muslim, how do faculty members engage with students outside of the classroom?
So as I have mentioned, we are not only teachers to our students, we also serve as mentors and advisors to our cadets for different activities like the different clubs and the different athletics. Also, we maintain office hours in the morning for tutorial sessions for additional academic supports to our students. And not only in the morning, if our students really need tutoring, we go even after school for tutoring.
Very good. So, I know you're very involved in extracurricular activities and with the STEAM club. So, how does NMMI support students who are interested in the STEAM in other specialized fields?
One of the thing that we offer in this science, I think it's a partnership. I believe it's a partnership between the science department and the English department, where our students can do individualized research project. We call it independent study options. And I believe Cadet Shoe is one of those, and they can select a project they can do, and they can do like that project independently with a teacher that they think they can provide the needed information and help that they would do to be able to be successful in that independent study.
Very good. So, Cadet Shu, could you share a little bit about your experience?
Yeah, so my independent study in my senior year this year, I am doing like I said, the brick project. It is using a lot of biodegradable and waste materials to create a concrete block substitutes that are actually much more, has much better compressive, tensile, and torsion strength than normal bricks. So we're hoping to use that as a substitute. So that's what I'm currently working on, along with two teammates, and we're hoping to take this international.
Wonderful. Well, good luck. We'll be here cheering for you. So, Lieutenant Colonel Maslim, what makes teaching at NMMI different from other academic institutions, in your opinion?
So teaching here at NMMI is very different from other institutions because our students are held to high standards of discipline, and accountability that extends beyond just their grades. Um, our faculty serves multiple roles as teachers, mentors, and role model to our students. And since you have mentioned that many of our students come from different backgrounds, we have 35 international students. And so this diverse international student body brings global perspective when we have discussions in our class.
Very good. As Lieutenant Colonel Masliam mentioned, we have over 35 countries represented on our Corps of Cadets. So they do bring a different perspective into the classroom and really add to what NMMI has to offer. So let's take a look at how students go beyond at NMMI. Thank you. So I've seen here on our chats that we have a few alumni watching our YouTube live tonight. So thank you so much and welcome back, right? So I'm very excited to share with you that now we're going to hear from someone who has experienced NMMI's full journey from cadet to leader. We have here with us tonight Luke Joyner, a New Mexico military alumnus, high school class 2015 in junior college 2017. Luke was also one of our regimental commanders for the Corps of Cadets. He has had a wonderful journey since leaving NMMI, which I will let him share a little bit. So, Luke, why don't you introduce yourself?
Um, Good evening. I'm Lucasey Joyner. I am a alumni of New Mexico Military Institute. I graduated high school in 2015 and junior college in 2017. NMMI was a 4-year journey for me, and it was probably one of the best things that's ever happened to me. I miss it on a daily basis, and it made me into the person that I am today.
Thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate it. I know you were super busy, but found a little time and a way to join us tonight. So thank you.
Yes, of course.
So, Luke, what has your journey been since leaving NMMI, and how did NMMI prepare you for success after graduation?
So since NMMI, I graduated junior college in 2017. That same summer, I moved to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, to continue my degree at Louisiana State University. I ended up graduating from Louisiana State in 2021 after a year of sitting out, just to collect myself after NMMI and to start a career. At the same time, while I was at LSU, I worked full time. So I took a full credit load at LSU and I took on a full time job of 40 to 50 hours a week to take care of myself. And I think the only reason I was successful in that was how much NMMI prepared me to be a better person and to have time management skills and to be able to take care of those things from a young age that maybe somebody who went to a regular high school, their parents took care of while they were growing up. I think it prepared me in more ways than one. It made me be able to know what failure is and that failure is okay, and failure makes you grow. It taught me to take care of others. Whenever I got hired on out of NMMI to my first actual job, I got put into management. I started with a crew of 10 employees and slowly made my way up to 50 to 100. And this past year, I actually made the executive decision to leave the management realm of the world and join the world of secondary education. I left plant management and janitorial management to pursue my dream of becoming a teacher that NMI so much prepared me for. And I want to thank Lieutenant Colonel Gallagher, Colonel Kitchen, and those people that were driving forces to make me a better educator and to know that I am capable of educating other people.
So exciting to hear all of you, all of this that you have to share with us. So thank you so much for sharing all your experience in your trajectory after you left in MMI. So you, as a cadet, achieved the highest position that a cadet could have here at NMMI. So tell us a little bit about the leadership opportunities that you've had here as a cadet and how that has helped you and helped to shape your future.
Nothing prepares you more for your future than the stress that NMI puts on you. I know that might push some people away, but it's not a negative stress. It's a stress that needs to be understood and known how to be dealt with, if that makes sense. Um, I started at NMI as a rat, just like everybody else, in third squadron. I stayed in third squadron all the way up until I joined Juliet to be on regimental staff. I started as a squad leader. I moved my way out of being a squad leader to becoming a platoon leader. After a platoon leader, I became an executive officer for a troop. I stayed there my freshman year, and after the conclusion of my freshman year of college at NMI, I applied for regimental executive officer and honor board chairman, which I did get both. I was the executive officer and the honor board chairman for the first semester of my sophomore year, and in my second semester, Miss Patu, I was very close with Miss Tiawalila Patello, who was the regimental commander before me. I came back from a small furlough, and she let me know that I'd be the regimental commander. And I was the regimental commander until I graduated in 2017. It was probably the most rewarding position that I've ever had in my life. I've got to talk in front of people and meet people that I never thought I'd be able to. A sense of respect and a sense of belonging came upon me, knowing that I was responsible for the lives of 1,000 other cadets behind me and their success, both in the classroom and in the Corps. NMMI is not an easy place academically to strive. I actually struggled myself to be there. And the reason I'm speaking on the academic side is being the regimental commander means that you're in charge of the Corps of Cadets, and most people look at it that way. But whenever you leave the Corps of Cadets and you go into the classroom, everybody is a student. And I like to say that as maybe I did hold power and people saw that, but being able to be on an even kill level in an academic environment makes you so much more comfortable.
Thank you so much. So you sharing all your experience here and being responsible for the whole Corps of Cadets, how did NMMI help you to build lifelong connections and friendships?
Lifelong connections. They're still like Miss Angela Grimm. She keeps up with me, and I keep up with her and her family along the road. Colonel Ward, who is now in charge of the Alumni Association, was actually an admissions director, was a part of the admissions team whenever I applied to NMMI. I still keep up with Mr. Ward. Just these connections that no matter how far you go in life, no matter where you may be able to pick up the phone and make a phone call, and somebody's going to help you make your way into something that you may want to do. I still have friends that I talk to on a daily basis. I actually just had a conversation with my friend Alan Romero, who graduated a year after me from high school. He graduated with his associate's degree and now has a master's degree at the age of 23 years old because of his determination at NMMI. Just these connections he stood in my wedding. these connections that go on forever and ever, and a sense that you guys went through probably the toughest thing you'll ever do in your life together, and you made it out on top.
Very good. So, Luke, I must tell you that there are pictures of you around the offices here at NMMI. So, everybody thinks about you and remembers you with fond memories.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
So, when you think about the lessons that you learned here at NMMI, what is the most valuable lesson you took from your time at NMMI?
I like to base that off of a quote. My favorite quote is, "When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you will be successful." And that's exactly what NMI gives you. No matter how bad you're hurting, no matter how hard the situation you are in is, there is a way out of it and there is a way around it. And that's what NMI teaches you: to be selfless, to be independent, to care for others, to be a person that everyone can look at and say, I know him, I respect him, and I know that whenever I ask him to do something or he's in my corner, it's going to be done the correct way. NMMI is like I said when I first started speaking, it's something that sits in my mind every day. Whether it's in the classroom with my students or it's on the baseball field when I'm a coach for my high school baseball team, it's that that ambition of success, of being successful, is the driving factor that of what NMMI gave me, is to be successful and to not stop until you are successful. And there's always a way for you to be successful.
Thank you very much. Very inspiring. Look, speaking to you and hearing you share all your amazing accomplishments, not only as part of the Corps of Cadets, but also once you left the Institute. Congratulations. And I think just hearing you really exemplifies the reason why we come to work every day. It's an amazing place to be. So thank you. So I would like to ask Lieutenant Colonel Masliam, what is the one defining moment at NMMI that has shaped the educator that you are today?
So, I started teaching. Well, I started teaching in the Philippines, and then I came here in the US and started teaching at the public school. And when I started teaching at the public school here in the US, I was not a teacher. But when I came here at Nmmi, I felt like the teacher that I was when I was in the Philippines. So, my students, as you have said, my students are the ones that inspired me to come to work every day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, Cadet Shu, can you share with us what is the one defining moment at an MMI that has shaped you to be the cadet that you are today?
Honestly, there's just way too many moments for me to really just choose one. Like, take your pick. When my questing challenge, when I graduated from recruit into a member of the Corps, when I got the position of squadron commander, or for academic wise, whenever I managed to make it to internationals, because that just really verified all the work I did, all the research that we did. That really showed that through the hard work we did, we managed to achieve a very high level of success. And yeah.
Thank you so much. We have a couple of questions that were submitted to us tonight. Unfortunately, we are running out of time, and I apologize for that. But we could not go on tonight without listening to our current cadets and also to Luke. I would like to thank everyone that participated today, and I would highly encourage you to send your questions to us at using our website, or I'm sorry, using our email address, admissions@nmmi.edu. I would also encourage you to visit our website, www.nmmi.edu, schedule a campus visit, or reach out to our admissions team, and we'll be happy to share more information with you. As a reminder, also, you can replay any part of tonight's event. So we are currently accepting applications for fall 2025. So visit our website, click on admissions, apply now, and submit your application. On April 12th, we'll have an open house here at NMMI and an opportunity for you to visit our campus, tour campus, and also have a closer conversation with faculty, staff, and with our school president, Brigadier General McBurnett. Um, the registrations for the open house will be open on Friday, this coming Friday, February 7th. So I highly encourage you to register and come and visit it. One last thing, as you heard everything that everybody had to say tonight, I would say that in MMI, we don't prepare students for college. We prepare them for life. With a foundation built on leadership, discipline, and academic excellence, our graduates live with the skills, confidence, and character to achieve their dreams. No matter the path they choose, they walk in with resilience, integrity, and a global mindset. Success starts here, and the possibilities are endless. You heard Luke tonight. Thank you so much for joining us, and your journey to greatness begins now. Thank you.